As the thumbnail suggests, 5 tools that every wood turner should have in the shop. But not in any order of things, and just show you what tools I think are necessary. Of course, the number one, obvious, you have to have a lathe. Now this is a Laguna 2436, whether it's as big as this one or as small, or it doesn't really matter. It's what you decide you want to turn mostly on your lathe. Now for me, I wanted to have at least a 24-inch swing. In this case, the 2436 does that. To go to the 36-inch swing, then of course I've got to move the head right to the end here and get an extension, which I probably won't do because I don't turn as larger pieces on the lathe. The main thing here is that the lathe bed is completely flat and completely straight. It just means that the 2 points, as you can see, of the tailstock and the headstock meet exactly tool or tools number 2. Obviously, it's the bowl gouges that you're really required to do the work on the lathe. I have here a 1/2-inch bowl gouge, 5/8 bowl gouge, a roughing tool and a straight edge chisel. You're mainly used for tenons. The bowl gouges, of course, are the outside and the inside. I tend to use the long grind. They suit me, and I can use any of those types of tips doing any type of bowl gouge. You can have a myriad of other bowl gouges and chisels to operate on your lathe, but these are the ones I suggest to start with. Tool number 3, of course, is a various number of chucks that you can use to hold your piece on the end of the lathe. There is one particular tool I've used quite often, and it's for the very large bowls, and that is a friction chuck that is made from a 24-inch piece of 3/4-inch plywood. There's one big large 24-inch disc which fits on my 24-inch swing, so the actual bowl fits snugly on this rubber, and you've got a channel down here to hold it, and it just sits on the actual tailstock threaded. This thing goes around at a great rate of knots, and the piece is held solid on the rubber from the tailstock. Great for taking tenons off, etc. A real good go-to. Of course, the name of the game is to make wood round before you put it on the lathe, as round as you possibly can get anyway, and you turn out some nice projects, mainly bowls. It is nice to have a bandsaw. If you do, then this little gadget here will mount your pieces of wood that you just get out of the woods or wherever it comes from, and you can make them round. This thing is from Stockroom Supplies. It's called a round ripper. It's not cheap, but it certainly would save a lot of money from trying to buy just round bowl blanks for your lathe. You may as well make them yourself. Sure, you can use a chainsaw, but they don't always come out round. So this is one thing that I think a person should have in the shop for wood turning. Round enough is good enough. Some form of dust extraction is really necessary. It can be just a shop vac. This one here is a jet vacuum. I've fixed it inside the shed, and it goes all to all machines that produce sawdust. One of the most handiest and best attachments to the shop vac is one of these huge 4-inch pipe vacuum sucking. It'll bring up all of the off bits from the floor and straight into the shop vac. This tool's really worth having. For about 40 bucks you can attach it to your shop vac, and has a huge benefit in the shop. I've got to say, I don't think I could do without my compressor. It sits between the drill press and the bench for the chop saw, out of the way, and I've got a pipe that's going up to the ceiling over past all the other tools in the shop, and it terminates here at the back of the lathe. I use this constantly mostly when sanding pieces and projects, but you can't do without having one of these tools handy for getting rid of all the sawdust and later vacuuming. It is a necessary tool. I don't think I could live without this one. Now, last but not least, of course, is a sharpening tool. I use a Wen 1800 RPM bench grinder and the Hurricane CBM wheels. I've got the 360 grit on this side and a 180 on this side. Basically, I then use the Pro sharpening system, which is really just a jig that's going to hold your bowl gouges in a situation where it addresses the cutting edge right on to the CBM sharpening. So this tool then just moves over to the left and then to the right, and it's taking care of that entire cutting edge, making sure it's sharp. During a project, depending on the hardness of the wood, I probably use this sharpening tool a dozen, if not 2 dozen, 3 dozen times from beginning to end of the project. So this tool here in your shop is probably one of the largest tools that you can possibly have. So there you have it, guys. 5 necessary tools that should be in your shop for when you're wood turning. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.